We live at 1 atmosphere of pressure. It's comfortable, it's safe. But what happens if you take a human body that is pressurized to 9 atmospheres and instantly drop it back to 1? You don't just die. You are physically dismantled. Your blood boils, your organs burst. You cease to exist in a fraction of a second. This isn't a theory. This actually happened on November 5, 1983. This is the story of the Byford Dolphin accident, the most gruesome moment in industrial history. Welcome to CurioExplains. To understand the horror, you have to understand the job. These men were saturation divers. They worked on oil rigs in the North Sea. To work deep underwater, divers have to breathe a mixture of helium and oxygen under extreme pressure. Their bodies become saturated with gas. If they came up to the surface immediately, the gas in their blood would expand like soda bubbles, causing the bends, which kills you painfully. So, they lived in a pressurized tank on the deck of the ship. They slept, ate, and lived at 9 atmospheres of pressure. It was a tiny steel world. And it was safe, as long as the door stayed closed. It was 4 a.m. 4 divers were inside the pressurized chamber, resting. 2 dive tenders, or assistants, were on the outside. They were connecting the diving bell, the elevator to the sea, to the living chamber. The procedure was strict. You must close the inner door before you release the clamp. But on that morning, something went wrong. Maybe it was fatigue, or maybe it was a miscommunication. One of the tenders opened the heavy steel clamp before the inner door was fully sealed. The result was catastrophic. In physics, gas moves from high pressure to low pressure. Inside the chamber, there were 9 atmospheres. Outside, just 1 atmosphere. The air inside didn't just leak out, it exploded out with tons of force. The heavy diving bell was blasted off like a rocket, killing the 2 tenders on the outside. But for the 4 divers inside, it was honestly a nightmare. The pressure dropped instantly. Imagine shaking a can of Coke and pulling the tab. Now imagine the Coke is your blood. The nitrogen and helium inside their bodies expanded instantly. Their blood literally boiled in their veins. 3 of the divers died instantly from cardiac arrest as their insides ruptured. But the 4th diver, who was standing near the door, suffered a fate too graphic to fully describe. He was pulled through a gap only 24 inches wide by the sheer force of the air. His body was ripped apart. Pathologists said it happened so fast, his brain didn't even have time to register pain. The rig went silent. In less than 1 second, 5 men were dead and 1 was critically injured. For years, the company blamed human error. They blamed the tenders for opening the clamp too early. But years later, investigations revealed the truth. The equipment was old. There were no safety locks. It was an accident just waiting to happen. The families fought for decades for justice, and finally, they forced the industry to change safety standards forever. The Byford Dolphin accident serves as a brutal reminder of the laws of physics. Nature does not forgive mistakes. Pressure is a monster that is always waiting to get out, and when it does, it takes no prisoners. So, what is the scariest industrial accident you've heard of? Let me know in the comments. And, hey, subscribe to CurioExplains for more true stories. Stay safe.